This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. Topping the news, infrastructural development, including road work, is one of the 7 pillars of the Disaster Reconstruction Authority. Minister of State for Disaster Preparedness Management and Reconstruction visiting the eastern part of Grand Bahama today, where road repair is an issue of concern for residents. As Romiko Knowles tells us, some progress will be made as early as next week.
According to Minister of State for Disaster Preparedness Management and Reconstruction, the Honorable Iram Lewis, a total of $8 million will be spent on road repair on Grand Bahama. Now, residents of East End have been complaining about the poor road conditions for a while. Lewis says while some portions of the road have been repaired, a contract was recently signed for repairs to be carried out throughout the settlements of East End.
The Member of Parliament for this area, the Deputy Prime Minister, along with the Minister of Works, has been doing their due diligence, and I'm happy to say that monies have been allocated now, and War Construction, one of the better companies on the island with respect to road paving and road construction, has been given the contract to start repair work to roads in East Grand Bahama starting Monday, November 2nd.
Lewis says major works will be undertaken at a later date, but once a crew is mobilized, work will begin. As for how long those road work will take, well, he says no more than a few weeks.
Of course, in these trying financial times, it is kind of difficult, but we are doing our best to find ways to get the necessary funding to ensure that the road work is done in an efficient and at the highest level, because our whole mantra is to build back better. Yes, it has taken time, taken a while to get to this point, but we are here now, and we are days away from the reconstruction taking place. And once it's done, the residents will be pleased with the work that will be performed.
Now, as to why it took so long for the work to begin in the east, Lewis says those repairs had to be properly scoped.
I don't have oversight of the exact schedule, but weather permitting, they will push it, because it is right now a nuisance to persons in the east, and our work is not yet finished. We are aware, and like I said, I have relatives who live in the east. I travel back and forth on a regular basis. It is really annoying to the residents, but again, we want to assure the residents that we are fully aware. The Member of Parliament, who's the Minister of Finance, has been agitating on a consistent basis. The Ministry of Works wanted to do it properly in conjunction with the DRA. So I'm just pleased, really happy to say that the work will start on November 2nd.
Now, Lewis adds that they are also monitoring crews to carry out repair works in West Grand Bahama. Romiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
The Royal Bank of Canada announcing today that construction is underway on a new state-of-the-art digitally enabled branch to serve Marsh Harbour and the communities of the Abacos. The full-service branch will showcase digital and mobile solutions for day-to-day banking transactions. According to a statement issued by RBC, the announcement further demonstrates the bank's commitment to the islands and the bank's confidence in the future of Abaco. Construction and planning have already started, and the bank is expected to open the new branch in February. RBC says in the meantime, clients can continue to utilize the mobile branch while observing local public health guidelines related to COVID-19. The Abaco RBC branch was destroyed a year ago by Hurricane Dorian. Now to news from tourism. The Viva Wyndham Fortuna Beach Resort, Grand Bahamas all-inclusive property has postponed its November reopening. A statement issued by the resort's general manager, Marco Gobi, notes that while they have tried with their partners to find a way to open, the lack of demand, air transportation, and the fact that many source markets remain closed make it impossible to open at this time. The general manager says the resort will remain closed for the time being. He thanks employees for their patience during this unprecedented time, noting that they look forward to reopening the resort soon. And just days after announcing their return to Grand Bahama, the Balearia Caribbean issued a statement today, postponing their November 5th passenger transport reopening. Managing Director Mario Otero says the company came to that decision after further discussions with the government and tourism officials. He says all parties agreed that it is important to ensure that they are ready to properly and safely receive passengers in all areas. Otero says Balearic Caribbean is prepared and will continue to work with the government and port officials until the all clear is given, and will resume transporting passengers between Florida and the Bahamas safely. Ontario noting that Balearic has gone to great lengths to ensure the safety of passengers and staff, stating that they have received certification by the International Entity Bureau of Ritas for a Global Safe Site COVID-19 certificate. He says Balearic has committed to facilitate social distancing, and as a result, they have vowed to reduce passengers' capacity by 40%. While disappointed by the post-statement, Otero says that they hope to return soon. The Ministry of Health releasing the latest COVID-19 update. The numbers showing a total of 6,644 confirmed cases throughout the country, with 4,345 listed as recovered and 2,111 listed as active. According to the dashboard, 37 new cases were confirmed on October 29th, 30 in New Providence, 4 in Grand Bahama, and 3 with locations pending. Of the new cases, 15 are males and 22 are females. There are currently 87 persons hospitalized, 75 listed as moderately ill, and 12 persons are in the intensive care unit. Of the total hospitalized cases, 10 are in Grand Bahama, 3 are moderately ill, and 7 persons are in ICU. There have been 142 deaths to date. The latest include a 59-year-old male of Eleuthera, a 66-year-old male of New Providence, a 78-year-old male of New Providence, and a 49-year-old female of New Providence. 19 deaths are currently under investigation. In other news, good nutrition and exercise are said to be 2 factors to consider as the country wages a battle against the COVID-19 pandemic. And health experts say a strong immune system may just be a perfect weapon against the virus. But how do you build a strong immune system, you ask? Well, Jay Philippe picks up the story.
COVID-19 has changed our lives forever. But according to Danico Nesbitt at Fitness Connection, one thing that we can do to build our immune systems is take the right nutrients and take care of our bodies through health and fitness.
Here. Yeah, there you go. Right. And then from here, you bring them up here, get in the squat, all right, and straight up. COVID-19 is a big wake-up call to let people know, hey, health. The healthier you are, the better chances you have of surviving COVID-19 if you were to catch it. So people really got a wake-up call and they really start, hey, I haven't been doing anything for a while. Let me get out, get active. No, I haven't been eating right, taking my vitamins. Let me start that, and so I can have my body at optimal health, just in case. It's a scary time, and all you can really do is make sure that your immune system is up to par.
A strong immune system is one of the biggest advantages in the fight against the coronavirus. There are many steps individuals can take to help strengthen their immune systems to help fight infections and reduce the risk of contracting the highly contagious disease.
We know that the immune system is the body's natural defense system. So any infection, virus, anything, flu from cold or whatever it is, this is what fights it off. So that's what it's made for. So of course, by taking certain vitamins, eating certain healthy foods that have the vitamins in it, of course, it's going to boost your immune system so that because think about this, if you catch the flu, if you catch the cold, your immune system is already going to be weak. So then if you catch another virus, it's already compromised. So you want to make sure that you're at optimal health. You're fighting off any infection, virus that's out there, so that if you do catch COVID or come in contact, you wouldn't be hospitalized, sick. You fight it off and get over it.
According to Nesbitt, exercise is important. Going for a brisk walk or jog outside in uncrowded areas outdoors is still considered relatively safe. Push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, and more exercises are great as well.
COVID-19 is a respiratory illness, so it's a lot in the lungs. So the stronger your lungs are, which you build your lung strength through a lot of cardio, running, that type of stuff, the stronger your lungs are, the better chance you have of fighting it off as well. So being active, eating your healthy food, taking your vitamins, all that is a way to fight it off, and it's something that you should be doing every day.
Nesbitt, the fitness nutrition guru, also offered some health tips to help with the global fight.
It's been studies showing that zinc and vitamin D have been key in fighting the virus off. It's actually a lot of doctors. I know Dr. Bethel did a lot of interviews, studies, stories on it, and it's been like one of our main sellers. And we actually have stories where people who have had COVID, the whole family had COVID, and they've gone the zinc and the D3 and those vitamins, and they've been able to fight it off. So I encourage people to, you don't have to buy it from us, but you could stock up on these vitamins and eat the foods that are rich in these vitamins. Do your research, Google it, find the foods that are rich in these vitamins and stock up on it, and just know it. Like I say, this is time to make sure your immune system and your health is optimal.
Without a healthy immune system, you are more prone to infections, and the effects could be serious. I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Network News.
Tributes are coming in tonight in honor of former educator Sylvia Turnquest. Turnquest, the mother of Deputy Prime Minister the Honorable K. Peter Turnquest, passed away in New Providence today at the age of 81. Co-chair of the Hawkesville High School's Alumni Committee, Peter Adderley, in a brief statement, noting that Sylvia Turnquest was a dedicated educator who built lives throughout the Bahamas. Adderley says her legacy lies in the accomplishments of thousands of her former students and her very own children, including Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, and MP for East Grand Bahama, the Honorable K. Peter Turnquest. Adderley extending heartfelt condolences on behalf of the entire Hawkesville Hawks family to the DPM, his siblings, and the entire family.
Greetings, Bahamas. This is Raphael Roca from Jubilee Cathedral. I just wanted to encourage you that during this time of lockdown, during this time of shut-in, to seek the Lord like never before. David said that even as the heart pants after the water brooks, so my soul pants after you. Use this free time to draw closer to God, to be more connected to His presence. The Bible says that in His presence there is fullness of joy, and at His right hand there are pleasures forevermore. There is no more excuses as to why we're not praying enough, why we're not reading the Bible enough, and why we're not seeking and worshiping God enough. God has allowed us to have this free time for a reason. Let us be productive not only in our work life, but also in our spiritual life to go higher and deeper in the things of God. Because if ever a time we needed to seek God and draw closer to Him, it's now. So let us continue to press into His presence, praise Him even in the midst of all that's going on in this world, worship Him, and read and study His Word to become stronger and stronger in Him. God bless you.
And coming up, the King of the North is roaring back. That story and more up next.